Hey everyone, JSD Cool here, and welcome to another episode of Coolcraft Season 3. Now, in the last episode, we did a bunch of work, as you can see, but I'm not going to tell you about that now, because you gotta go watch the last episode to hear about that. But today, we are going to be getting our hands on a resource that I don't know how I've survived without personal income of for this entire season. Now, I've been doing a little bit of grinding. Actually, it was actually a wee bit of grinding to get some of the resources we're going to need for this, and I guess I'm kind of too down because these clearly don't have anything in them. But, actually, interesting thing, most of these beehives here, bee nests, whatever they are, I've actually had these for most of the season because, like, really early on in the season, JD Cool built up, and I think I did definitely help with this, but he built up this little beehive gathering, or bee nest gathering apparatus right here, and also this tree over here to do this tree here to do exactly the same thing, which is interesting, but that was just the beginning. I am now going to complete the rest of the thing by actually building a bee farm. And it looks like we have 12 beehives, so that will do. I mean, last season, for like the entire season, or yeah, for like most of the season last season, I had 3 beehives, so this will be instantly faster. Yeah, we actually got to figure out a place where I want to build this. Alright, so I have built the farm here, and I'm just, well, the actual farm part of it, that is. And I'm about to start putting in the beehives, but I just quickly wanted to do an update here. So first of all, the beehives go here where they have the harvesting dispensers there, comparators to read how much honey is in them, and obviously the hoppers to do things. Then we have out here in the honey gathering area, we have a whole bunch of flowers for them to pollinate, and then we have these trapdoors on the ends of pistons up here. Now this is essentially functioning as an on-off system, as weirdly enough, if there's a trapdoor in front of a beehive, bees can't leave, but they can enter. So we're taking advantage of that to be able to turn it off whenever we want. And I'm actually just going to block up these holes on the side here, just in case. And then we're just going to place all the beehives in. That one looks like it's full. You know, some of these are full, some of these aren't, but I don't think, well, at least I hope that the do have bees in them. They sound like they do. Anyhow, yes, more stuff. Alright, guys, so we have completely finished the farm, I think. So this here is the Honeycrafterator that I designed last season. Well, designed and built last season. And I've built it in here, right next to the farm, of course, this season. This season, we have a farm that's 4 times the size of the farm that I had last season, so should get 4 times the honey. So, yeah. Guess I just... Oh, that popping sound. I'll do that, then I'll remove this redstone here, just to, make sure of things. Get everything that needs to be clicked. Oh, and I didn't lose anything there. Okay, things are going up. Sorry, this is a little bit exciting right now. We got 2 honey blocks in there. Great. And I'd assume everything else is working properly. So yeah, a honey machine has been created now. That's great. Alright guys, I have AFK'd overnight at this farm. And also made a kind of slight modification that I made in the last season that I just went back to look at. So let's take a look at the yield for this farm. If I can get up to the output chest. I really should make this like a normal output chest so I don't have to spend ages attempting to get close to it. 3 stacks and 15. Pretty good. Considering it took probably longer than that last season, I think that's pretty good. But also, the changes that I made to the crafting system up here is, well, actually, it's the same thing as I did last season, just this season. Because it wasn't in the actual schematic, because I made this on the fly in the survival world. So pretty much what it is the system that just locks these hoppers here when we get 1 full honey block, just in case, like, 2 bottles of honey come through at the same time, and this thing gets to 4, it'll lock all these hoppers. prevent more from coming through while it crafts it, and then allow it in just so it doesn't screw whatever up. Okay, there's 4 there. And you see another one just came in, and that potentially could have screwed things up. I don't exactly remember how... Wow. Yeah, I don't exactly remember how this machine works, but it's pretty good. Anyhow. I just don't understand what's going on here. This is even worse than before, and yet another beacon has disappeared. I don't even know, like, is anybody else getting this? Is, like, this a random data pack that I have or something? Because I can't even understand this. I don't know. I feel like I should just give up on this and let it be. I've wrenched this door open since the pressure plates disappeared, but... Anyhow, I was coming here to check on the profits from my shop, as I feel like I've gotten some more sales, and I saw that, so, ooh, yes, more sales! Man, somebody's been buying up a bunch of mending. Got 2 diamonds for a breaking book. It's pretty good, got a whole diamond block. Unpleasant stuff aside, I'm gonna continue on with doing stuff for the base, so... yeah, let's get going. Doing a couple more sides. Alright, I have done these 2 sides. I apparently didn't record a replay, so there was no time lapse there. But yeah, I do have the corners to do and maybe a bunch of other stuff to do on this side. But I'm gonna worry about that later. But for now, we're gonna say we're done with this for this episode, and we're gonna move on to the last thing that I wanted to do today in this episode. So now what I want to do is I actually want to do something that's a little bit interesting that I've never done before. I want to get a whole bunch of sponges, which essentially means I'll have to go raid ocean monuments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a time-lapse montage of me taking out a few ocean monuments and grabbing their sponges. So yeah, I got the materials, let's get going. Alright, so I've finished raiding ocean monuments and I managed to get pretty much 1.5 stacks of sponges, which is pretty good, but apparently not all ocean monuments have sponge rooms, which is interesting. So yeah, but hey, these are still a bunch of sponges that we're gonna smelt up, and that brings us to just over 2 stacks of sponges total, I believe. Well, now that we've done that, I'm out of stuff for this episode, and it's approaching when I want to release it anyway, so I'm gonna have to say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Check out the Discord linked in the description, and I will see you all in the next episode of Coolcraft Season 3. Bye!